Alright, everyone, it's the Grim Lord here, and this is Grimm's Comics Corner. I almost skipped comic night, and I'm sorry, I had some issues yesterday, but we're not going to get into that. I'm going to thank you guys personally for, well, one of the fans emailed me and got me a copy of Chaos Quarterly that I had to kind of compile myself. And also Omen Vexed, which was stuff we were missing from our Chaos Comics collection here. So when you guys see these in the playlist, they're going to be a little bit out of order, and I apologize for that. That's just because this is when we got them. So remember, Chaos Quarterly is way back, and some of this stuff is like one-off stuff that really doesn't happen ever again in the series, so you really don't have to pay too much attention to it, but it's fun and nice to have. So we're going to do that one, and of course we're going to do the Vexed one, and then after that, maybe I'll think of doing something special on the weekend. We'll try to catch up with what we would normally do. Like, I know I said, weekend comics are a hard thing to do, but I don't think I'm going to see any movies or anything, at least not till next week. So I guess we can go ahead and maybe try to get them extra comics in. But alright, let's go ahead and get started with Chaos Quarterly number 2. Remember, Brian Pulido, Stephen Hughes, John C. Ceballero. So let's kind of read the descriptions here, because some of this stuff you may not know, or it's been like a long time and you may have forgotten it. So, compelled by Lucifer to give into her dark side, Lady Death was transformed into Lady Demon, a creature of unadulterated malevolence with the power of a goddess. She subsequently regained control and reverted to her normal self, but what really happened when Lady Death's demonic aspect was unleashed in hell? Then we have Robo Evil. Ernest Fairchild was transformed into the undead teenage psychopath Evil Ernie by 2 experimental psychiatric treatments, his own latent telepathic abilities, and the intervention of the lovely Lady Death. Since then, Evil has used the power to raise and control the dead to carry out Lady Death's mission of Megadeath, the destruction of all life on Earth. In this altered evil saga of a possible future, the world government starts using cyborgs to combat evil and his ghouls. Trouble is, the cyborgs decide that I do not know what that is supposed to be. But it says that somebody's flesh must be eradicated. I don't know if that's evils or I'm not sure. Cremator. We know about Cremator. Bad Girls. You may not be aware of Bad Girls, and neither am I. But apparently they're gonna pop up again in later on down the road. How about that? The mischievous debutante daughters of the Archduke of a remote corner of hell, Demonica and Diabolica, have not let hell's harsh conditions prevent them from deploying playfully vicious dispositions. Their trip to hell's debutante ball this year goes horribly awry when their father's teleportation spell whisks them off to a Long Island debutante ball instead. Interesting. Remember, this is, I believe, 1995. No, 96. So this is way back. The fact that she was once Lady Death, ruler of this realm, is growing cloudier to her by the minute. That chapter of her life was closing. She could sense that. She was evolving into something different, both in mind and body. You are wild, my demon child, filled with bloodlust. Go explore your new realm, but have a care. Even for one such as you, hell houses things you should fear. The air smells of ash, seared flesh. I can almost taste torture, that aroma, blood. No more fighting, only release, surrender. She is Lady Demon now, and hell her playground. Ground beneath me arbors centuries of conflict and agony. Feels good. My vision different, locking in. I want them to go away. I am not Lady Death. It's time to take your place by his side. Hope you've earned it. We're all so proud. serves me, guides me to the blood. Memories of the past haunt me, obstruct my senses. Okay, and then of course she says, want them to go away. We get it. She's gone. Let my senses soar. Why fight the darkness? It's easier to give in. Surrender. Tired of fighting. Give in. Surrender. Surrender to the darkness. The river of blood, it boils. What is that sound weaving with the roar of the rapids? Ah, another to torture, another to maim. Such is our lot in death and our fame. It's the cries of violent souls, tyrants, assassins, conquerors. What is this river's purpose? Behind me, oncoming predators. Wait, my brethren, we can't torture her. Can you feel it? Pity. You there, what are you doing here? You don't belong. Is that right? Then remove me. No, no, we mean you no harm. But of course, normally you'd be subject to impalement, laceration, persecution. Who are you to interrogate me? When you came to hell, what was your crime? What he means is, you are not a murderer. We can sense it. We are torture goblins. We punish murderers here. See? We stir 'em up in the river Phlegethon. They abhor it. But you, at the time of your death when you checked into hell, you had no crimes. Since then is another matter. But that's not our criteria. I never died. I renounced my humanity. One thing is for sure. You are not meant for this place. How perplexing! Ahem! In fact, we're surprised you are in hell we're surprised you are in hell at all! Oh, excuse me, most exalted, depraved one. Go on about your business, goblins. Hell is a most treacherous place, Lady Demon. Don't belong here? Perhaps it is best if I guide you. Head for the hells of misery! Come, milady, let me show you the way. Yow! Ow! Boom! Ow! This is one of my favorite places. Home to fraudulence and malice, the Malbolge well. I have special sinners brought here for their comeuppance. Oh, it is bliss to tempt humanity. It is only surpassed by my pleasure in making them pay for their sins. Bah! That is a lie. I've almost convinced myself. It is my consolation. How would my subjects regard the Lord of Darkness if they knew hell was created by God? I cannot create. In making them pay for their sins, it's not the path I chose. In effect, I am heaven's taskmaster, grand keeper of outcasts. Beware, my lovely. Some sinners so resolute in their convictions still hold sway over their power. Sometimes it takes thousands of years to beat it from them. The racket, the stench, it's a cacophony of misery. It's unbearable. No, it's beautiful. I'm confused. Lucifer, please, let's return to the Hell City. But we are so close, little lovely. Isn't it glorious, my dear? Yes, glorious. What am I saying? No, it cannot be. Lucifer, where are you? Oh no, the castle. I grew up here. No, I don't want to go. Stop! But I've vanquished Matthias. Clink. An illusion? I think not. Do my senses betray me? That scent. Being surrounded. Welcome, welcome, pretty bones. Damn! How good of you to come. And your bones, I'm sure they are so pretty. What lovely furniture they will make. Pretty bones. Pretty bones. We hang you up, we skin you better. Pretty bones, pretty bones. You will have her carcass in time, foul Malbranche. But her mind is mine. Matthias, it's been years, Hope. How silly of you to think you escaped me. I'm always just around the corner. For Sam, you hold no sway over me, old man. Be honest, the past haunts you. You try to bury it, but it's always beside you. How can you avoid it? Memories are etched in your soul. Recollection pains you the most. My palms, oh so sweaty, clenched around your loving mother's throat, her eyes bulging, her lips quivering, or my knife plunging and plunging into her sublime softness as she fell to the ground, a useless sack of potatoes. Oh, you loved her so. What else do you have to choose from? Perhaps it was the look in my eyes as I pitched you into the chasm. You knew that I never wanted you, that you were useless to me. So much pain to harvest! Ha! You may have had victory over my physical form, but I conquered your mind, your past hope. You can't escape it. You can't put it to rest. One day that will be your downfall. I abhor you. Begone! Milady, has he tricked you again? Begone! Whoops. Your father, Matthias, even now, 400 years after his great attempt to usurp me, he is the master illusionist. Ugh! Please, Hope, release me, I beg of you. Please! Shall I release him? I put his fate in your hands. Never, for all he did to me, never in 1,000 lifetimes. Let him rot! See, child, you belong. Earlier you questioned your faith, did you not? The torture goblins posed questions. Doubts entered your mind. Yes. Not to worry, you've given over to the darkness. After all, a child of light would show this man, your father, mercy. But you did not. Your actions tell all, Demoness. Never question the darkness. No! The darkness is within you. No! Never question it. You are a child of darkness. No! I know the truth hurts. I know. The end. There are some futures undreamed of in the minds of man, and some others misbegotten perversions of what we believe in. They are dreadful to behold because they appear impossible, illogical, but the future is unwritten, and with that undeniable fact runs risk. The risk of change, the risk of unforeseen, the risk of a world overrun by demon-borgs where the unthinkable has occurred. Evil Ernie Fairchild, the master of annihilation, has teamed up with the living to stop the Borgs. In other words, this is one of them thar what-if stories. Chaos Comics presents Robo-Evil. Kill 'em all! Give me cover, Sam. Gotta hack into the nerve center. Wazrap! Trying to keep it together, but my Borg parts, they're resisting my neural commands. Got a life of their own all of a sudden. You got it, Judy. Move! Phew, phew. 2007 AD. Well, no, 2007 looked for me. Davenport, Iowa was a lively town just a stone's throw from the raging Mississippi. Sure, the waters would raise up here and there, but that was about the extent of the threat posed to the populace. Then Davenport was chosen as the central command for the human resistance during the height of the Psycho Plague. That's when the real troubles kicked in. Skirmishes between the living and the dead left Davenport charred like a marshmallow smack dab in the middle of a 3-alarm fire. Finally, to add insult to injury, and to put icing on the cake, the Demon Borg chose Davenport as its nerve center. Welcome to hell on Earth. It never occurs to Judy Young that the land she's crossing was once a churchyard where children played. Rah! There, up ahead! Zap, zap. She doesn't have time to notice the telltale signs. Zap! She's too busy trying to save the world. This might be a fool's errand, but what other choice do we have? What? Or what's left of it? Eliminate flesh! Zap! Zap! For Judy, an extraneous thought is a luxury. Back to work, partner. Evil Ernie, my comrade in arms? This is absurd. Seems like only yesterday, but sometimes just rushing the past. Excuse me, guys. But sometimes, just sometimes, the past comes rushing back. We were at his mercy. Times change. By 98, Evil Ernie's psycho plague had spread throughout the world. All efforts to stop the undead failed. It wasn't for lack of trying. But they multiplied quicker than cockroaches. It was so easy to make people dead. Keeping them alive was the problem. In 99, Evil seized control of the U.S. nuclear stockpile. 4 billion undead and counting. We were goners. In a flash, he got his wish. Megadeath. Do you hear me? Desperate times call for desperate measures. We are losing to the undead. We're overrun, I tell ya. The late Colonel Ramsey and his governmental task force, the Omen, planned to use automatons to combat the ghouls, but the authorities deemed it dangerous. What options are left? If we don't die from attacks, we succumb to plague. This is our last chance. I move we resurrect the plan and devote all available resources to it. All in favor say aye. Aye, 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 aye. All across the globe, the finest minds took to the task. We had hope. Ghoul clans in the north were stopped by the cold. Factories were established in 100 countries, and within no time the machines strolled off the assembly line. We got the cholera epidemic halted. Things started to fall into place for us finally. The first board deployments were successful. Go flam! Annihilate! With that knowledge, the U.S. and surviving nations poured all remaining resources into the Borg program. The economy soared. To oversee the entire operation, they made the nerve center. The Borgs were programmed with fuzzy logic. They were able to deduce the best course of action for themselves. It proved to be our undoing. What is that? Smells like brimstone. Evil Ernie proved to be elusive. My sister Mary was missing in action. Price, my brother Billy, too, gone. I was supposed to be happy about the Borg. They were our glimmer of hope, but something wasn't right about them. They were evolving. Energy, it smells like. Hell? Alrighty then. Yeah! My partner Jack, Price's protege, was drowning himself in a sea of pills and booze, contemplating suicide. New directive. To eliminate ghouls, we must eliminate all flesh. All flesh is our prey. By the time we learned the Borg's agenda, it was too late for us. Expire! Oh, the humanity! Ah, ah, yay! Ah, 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 ah. They chose the guys that would strike fear into mankind. Demons. They based their chain of command on Dante's hierarchy of hell. How poetic. Succumb! Ah! It's worse than the psycho plague, Sam. We need help. We need Evil Ernie. You talking to me? You're out of your freaking ground. The Borg were freezing ghouls. Dead ones! No! Dead ones are my friends! Bummer, boss. The Borg could never find Ernie's hiding place. I figured, facing defeat, he'd go home. Look, Fairchild, together we got a shot. Apart, it looks like we're all going down the toilet. Let's annihilate them. Our best bet is to break the code and go in the front door. They won't expect it. Then we kill them! You bet. We kill them good. Huh? Drifting there for a second. Alright, we're in. Phew, phew. Got one on my tail. Fucking die! Zap, zap. Shoom! Clank. Don't expect no thanks from me. Don't want any. When this is over, we got a score to settle. Bet on it. More Borg coming. Let's get evil. Soo-reka-reka. Soo-reka-reka. Mayhem. It's still hard to believe he actually enjoys this. They're calling me the Borg. Ah, 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 ah. Can't resist them. Weapon on floor. Kill them. Can't resist. Resist! Can't kill Judy! Kill! King Rack! Traitor! Oh no! We don't stand a chance! Bada bada bada. Blowing a hole in the wall. Razap, razap, razap. Come on, give me a sack. Boom. Pagan, court jester of hell. You're behind this? Welcome, sinners. Hell awaits. I suppose you want to stop me, but it's much too late for that. Fuck you. Shoot the fucker. What's that energy around him? What's he up to? Spling ta-ta. Later. Why was he celebrating? The Borg are defeated. Woom. Simpletons, your troubles have just begun. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of death and pain. And behind me, the Archdukes of Hell. Wow! Pagan, he uploaded into that thing. To be continued, perhaps. Nope, it never was. But it kind of reminds me of Doom. You know, the cyber demon. Cremator, now I take my revenge! Do your worst, Demon Lord. I have not forgotten that you are my enemy, Seer. Clang! Ah, first you deprive me of my hand, then you construct a new one for me. You may regret both deeds. But I know that you have not forgotten the sword. Demon Slayer can kill even the mightiest of demons. Swoosh! While your new hand, like any other weapon I've created, can do me no harm. Whiff! Tang! But I could hardly leave my new minion defenseless, could I? Demon Slayer or not, I will not be your lackey, Cremator. My patience grows short. Why have you brought me here? Though we are sworn enemies, I need your assistance. I'll never trust you, but if I can convince you of the threat that the Trinity of Evil poses to Hell, you will at least act to protect your own interests. The magics in this metal hand you've constructed appear to be working. Let us dispense with this pointless testing and get on with our quest. Very well, the base of our destination should be beyond the next ridge. I'm still not sure who you expect to contact here. With Lucifer gone, the Hell City should stand mostly. Deserted? Hold, demon! What transpires here? Who's back? She's back, and she plans to institute a new order in Hell! Lady Death! Yes, fellow demons, the rumors are true! Our mistress, Lady Death, has returned, and she intends to unify Hell and lead this domain to its rightful place among the myriad worlds. Pagan! I might have known! I'm going to climb up there and melt that little fool's face into slag! Hold, Cremator! You want someone to recognize us? Think about your mission. Perhaps you're right. Of course. Come, there is a little-known entrance ahead. We can use it to proceed without interference. This entrance isn't as little known as you believed. On your guard, I do not recognize their uniforms. Stand aside, guards. We have business here. Lady Death has proclaimed that none may enter the Hell City. Move along, demons! You deny us at your peril, guard. Stand aside or suffer the consequences. None may defy Lady Death's elite guard. Concern! Lady Death's elite guard? Unlikely. You? My power has never had this effect before. True, your odd wrappings and helmets conceal your identities. Cretins, you don't know who you're dealing with. But nothing in Hell can remain hidden from me for long. I wonder what manner of demon so carefully obscures his nature. What in Hell? It's no demon at all. It's the kind of creature I saw in the Eternity Well. A wraith from the Netherworld. The Netherworld. Gather unto us, nexus of all things. Dominion over space. Dominion over energy. Dominion over knowledge. Dominion over life, Asmodeus calls you! Shoom! Belial calls you! Mephistopheles calls you! Thum! Shrak! The second seal has been broken! We are one step closer to our goal of conquering Hell! Let us hope that Pagan is making progress as well. Look at them all! It's sheer pandemonium down there! So that's what the strange guards are for? Simple crowd control? Of course! I simply hired some scrawny local demons and gave them ominous-looking uniforms. Besides, I would never dream of double-crossing the Demon Lord Cerberon. Everyone knows you're the smartest Demon Lord in hell. After all, 3 heads are better. For your sake, you'd better hope you never betray us. Hell is in chaos. I have many other things to deal with, such as disturbing rumors of the blacksmith creator. Why have you summoned me halfway across hell at such a critical time? Well, I need your demonic army to support a plan I've put into motion. And what is this plan? Oh, nothing less than gaining mastery of hell. A monumental task. How can we possibly accomplish this? It is simple. I have someone here who can do that and take care of this upstart cremator. This is getting us nowhere. How many of them are there? Somewhere in the lower levels of Dis. Lucifer's skeletal demons are rumored to be numberless. The exit is just ahead of me. I have a plan. What is it? Duck! Woom! Quickly, let us move on before more of these creatures find us. Are we near our goal? No, our greatest trials are yet to come. Behold the entry to the dungeon of Dis! I do hope the demon we're to free from this dungeon is worth all the effort, Cremator. Who have we come for anyway? Apollyon. We are here to free the Mad Angel Apollyon. Apollyon? What do you know of the Mad Angel? I know he is the most knowledgeable and perhaps the most dangerous being in all the myriad worlds. Centuries ago, Lucifer brought him before me and bid me construct special bonds to hold him. I learned then that... Snack! Away, creature! I am too close to my goal to be stopped by the likes of you. Lucifer no doubt put you here to stop ordinary intruders. Shake! But he did not reckon with the power of Cremator. Sir, why didn't you, where is he? Lost or injured? I may be able to see him from above. We should have traveled the wall tops to begin. Scree! Ah! Is there no end to this dungeon's defenses? Smash! Scree! At least I'm closer to my goal now. Oh, I wouldn't say that, Cremator. Milady! No, I'm not Hell's mistress, Cremator. But I soon will be. To be continued. In the northeastern region of Hell lies a retired Archduke, Solomon. Once he struck fear into all of Hell's denizens, and with good cause. In its heyday, he tortured souls of the damned by the millions, drowning them in an endless sea of pain and agony. And then they came. His daughters of darkness, Demonica and Diabolica, the bad girls from Hell. Solomon was rarely heard from again. Demonica? Step it up, we'll be late. Hell's debutante ball will start without us. How do you like my hair, Diabolica? Black, red, blonde? I'm undecided. I think I'll go back to blonde. Do you realize the significance of tonight? You don't, do you? It's lost on you. We've waited 300 years for this night. The upcoming hierarchy of Hell will be there for Lucifer's sake. Me? I'd like to meet... we'll try this again. You wanted 300 years, not me. It's our chance to snare a prince. Marry into the upper class. Get a townhouse in the hell city of Dis overlooking the genocide forest. That's your pleasure, D. Me? I'd like to meet a nice, atrocious demon, settle down in the Bloodbirds, and cultivate a little torture garden. Well, isn't that nice? Come on, let's boogie. I've got my eye on Tetragrammaton. He's next up for dukedom, but he's radically transmorphs into a 9-headed serpent. I don't have a problem with that. I can see it now. We'll ravage the Archdukes together as demon and demoness. We'll curse them with ceaseless suffering. We'll be hated, despised by all, just like dear old Dad. Face it, Tetragrammaton doesn't stand a chance. Dad, wake up! You gotta transport us to the ball. Blasted furnace! Never anything new on. Oh, what? Of course. Meow. by the power invested in me and all that gibberish, transvect my daughters to the demon debutante ball of hell! Have fun! Not so fast, Solomon. Diabolica be yummy. She be mine. Me taint your transvection. Go else place. All mine. All mine. Don't be late. I'll keep the porch light on. Oh hum. Yeah! Damn furnace. Another rerun. Gotta get cable. Don Vito worked hard for this night. All of New York's major crime families together at last, in peace and harmony. For one night, all the families have agreed to put aside their petty bickering, backstabbing, and territorial skirmishes, all for the sake of their children. Don Vito smiles as he overlooks the scene. This is nice! A debutante ball for the mob! Gotta stay on guard. Vito Pescaroli and nobody's fool. It's how I stay on top. Every one of these wise guys are just itching to pull a trigger. Look at him, Jimmy. The hose. That prick. No respect. In first grade, he flicked breadcrumbs on my lap. Said it was a mistake, prick. Excuse me. Said it was a mistake, prick. One of these days gonna get even. One of these days. Look at him. Carmelo the plumber. Prick. When we was kids, he looked at my sister the wrong way. I'll never forget Carmelo. Never. Your day is coming, you bum. I mean, why did Coppola cast his daughter in Godfather 3? I mean, I know why, but let's get real. Fran Drescher the nanny would have been perfect for the part. What? Boom! Hey, who's sending dancing girls to my shindig? There's a time and a place for everything. Check it out. Get him out of here. You's got it, Don Vito. Where are we? Hell forbid. Earth? Hey, yous two. We don't need no stinking dancers here. This ain't that kind of party. Who sent you? It was Marty the X, wasn't it? I don't appreciate your tone of voice. Won't you creatures ever learn your place? Get out of here, you bimbos! Bimbo? Yeah! Can you believe the nerve? We eat his kind for breakfast. Speaking of which, while we're here, let's check out the chow. Thunk! It's you, Carmelo! You did this! You still holding a grudge because I made fun of your lousy haircut back in junior high. You got no respect. You got me all wrong, Don Vito. Listen to reason. No respect. Oh, boy. There they go. See you at the next one. Get 'em. Let 'em have it. Blam, blam. Yuck. How could they consume this dreck? No eyeball stew? No entrails? This is a civilized party? Ooh, me look at her. Me like the way Diabolica moves. Makes me feel funny downstairs. Me must make her be mine. Take this, you dirty rat. Blam! Oi! Bam, bam, bam. Oh, yeah, bam, bam. Remember you scuffed your shoes in my hallway? My hallway. This is for that. Blam, blam. Ah, swoosh, squish. How are we going to make it out of here? Gotta hope Dad notices we're gone. We're fucked. Eat lead! This is the worst night of my unlife. I wonder how the demon ball is going. As the classical strains of composer Gioacchino Rossini's The Thieving Magpie play, the ballroom erupts into a mad frenzy of ritual bloodletting and dance. The pungent aroma of the sanguinary liquid acts as an aphrodisiac. It's all an adolescent demon could hope for. Where is she? Stood up again. Just like Diabolica, playing hard to get. It's a shame. She'd be the perfect partner to launch a campaign of genocide with. Tetragrammaton, join me. Ah, well, such is death. If you insist. Ew, no. Human blood on my dress! Whack! This is sacrilege. I've had enough. Away with you! Away! You coughed on my uncle! Blam, blam! Oops! Clang, clang, slam, splash! Imp! You dim-witted transvecting scoundrel! You brought us here! Me did. But me do it for you, Diabolica. Me love you. Get us to the demon ball, now! Okay. Famph! The pasta sucked, Don Vito. Fam. You missed it, ladies. It was a real bloodbath. Oh no. We're not pleased, Imp. I thought you didn't care if you went. True, but I won't be denied. Gulp. Well, the whole night wasn't a loss. Yeah, at least Dad's happy. Excellent, excellent. The new season has begun. Crackle, crackle. This is much better than all those repeats. Meow. There you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed it.